Have you ever wondered what you'll take with you when you close your eyes for the last time? The money stacked high in your safe, the fame that glitters like stage lights, or the body you so carefully tended? All of it will vanish like smoke, like clouds, like a dream you'll never wake from. So, what will follow you beyond the threshold of life and death? The secret doesn't lie in what you can see, but in what you've sown in your soul and in the hearts of those around you. The Buddhist teachings reveal that karma is the shadow that never leaves you, even when the light of this life fades. Picture yourself standing before an invisible gate, where everything you own is stripped away, leaving only your actions, your thoughts, and your final state of mind. These will decide where you go next. There was an old woman, poor and humble, who once offered a bowl of porridge to the Buddha, not with gold or power, but with a heart pure and sincere. That single act of kindness planted a seed of merit, lifting her to the heavens in her next life. Do you see it? What you carry forward isn't what you hold in your hands, but what you leave in the hearts of others and within your own spirit. Are you ready to face this truth? Death doesn't wait for anyone, and it doesn't send a warning. Every moment you live, you're crafting the baggage for your eternal journey. Pause for a second and ask yourself, today, what have you sown into this world? A cruel word, a selfish deed, or a gesture of love? Karma isn't a cold ledger. It's the living breath of your mind, pulsing with every second, every minute. The Amitabha Sutra teaches that your final thought is the lamp that lights your path, determining which realm you'll enter. Someone who's lived a life of evil but, in their last breath, repents and turns toward goodness, that light can guide them out of darkness. Yet, someone who's lived virtuously but clings to anger or hatred in their final moment, that light can dim. Isn't that terrifying? Your mind, in that last instant, is the only luggage you'll carry. So how do you prepare for that moment? The secret lies in how you live right now. Every thought, every word, every action is a seed. What you sow, you will reap. Someone once asked the Buddha, "How can I not fear death?" He replied, "Live rightly, live awake, live with compassion." You don't need to abandon the world or retreat to a monastery, but you must learn to let go of what binds your soul: greed, anger, ignorance. Think of someone you've met whose smile made you feel lighter, whose words inspired you to be better. They planted a seed of goodness in you, a seed that stays with you whether they are still here or not. Do you want to be that person? Someone who, when they leave, doesn't leave regret but light in the hearts of others? The story of the old woman and her porridge isn't just a tale. It reminds you that, no matter how poor or empty-handed you are, you can still plant seeds of merit. A kind word to a stranger, a helping hand to someone in pain, a moment when you choose forgiveness over resentment. These are the jewels you carry with you. But don't think you can put it off. Death doesn't make appointments or knock on doors. You might be sitting here, reading this, thinking you have plenty of time. But what's the truth? No one knows. The Dhammapada teaches that life is fragile, like a dewdrop on the tip of a blade of grass, beautiful but fleeting. So why not live as if today were your last? Not out of fear, but out of reverence. Treasure every breath, every chance to sow goodness. Have you ever considered what makes someone unforgettable after they are gone? It's not their wealth or fame, but what they did to make the world a little brighter. A father teaching his child honesty, a friend listening when you needed the most, a stranger smiling at you on the street. Those moments are eternal. And you, what are you doing to create such moments? Karma isn't just grand gestures, it's the small things you do every day. A negative thought you hold back, a harsh word you don't speak, a selfish act you refuse. These are steps on the path that carries you beyond the darkness of death. Don't let this truth scare you. Let it wake you up. You have the power to shape your journey, starting now. Imagine, one day, when you stand before that invisible gate, you'll smile, not because you have nothing left to lose, but because you know you've lived fully, planting seeds of light. Do you see it? The secret of death isn't loss, it's discovery. Discovering meaning in every moment you live, every action you take, every thought you nurture. The Buddhist teachings don't ask you to fear death. They show you how to live so that death is merely a door to light. But that light doesn't come on its own. It's kindled by your heart, by the choices you make today, tomorrow, and every day after. So, what will you choose? A life chasing things that fade, or a life planting seeds that last forever? Remember the old woman with her porridge. She had nothing, yet she had everything, a heart untainted, a soul turned toward goodness. You don't need to wait until you're wealthy or perfect. Right now, you have enough to begin. A loving word, a kind act, a positive thought. These are your priceless gems. But don't stop there. Live as if each day is your last chance to leave a mark on this world. Have you ever wondered why some leave this life with peace while others are weighed down by regret? The secret lies in how they lived. Those who live with compassion, gratitude, and awareness, they don't fear death, because they know they've lived rightly. Do you want to be one of them? Not for praise or to be remembered, but so that when you close your eyes, you know you haven't wasted this human life. The Diamond Sutra teaches that all forms are illusions, but a truthful heart endures forever. Do you see it? What you carry isn't what your eyes see, but what your heart feels. Someone once asked a Zen master, "How do I know I've lived rightly?" He answered, "When you no longer fear, when you no longer regret, that's when you've lived rightly." Do you want a life like that? A life where, at its end, you don't look back with remorse? Then start now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait until you're ready. Death doesn't wait for readiness. It arrives, uninvited, and it will ask you, "What have you brought with you?" Let your answer be a serene soul, a complete journey, a life brimming with meaning. You have the power to make it so. Every day, every hour, every minute, you're writing your answer. So what will you write? A story of greed and anger, or a story of love, compassion, and light? The choice is yours, and yours alone. Live so that when the gate of death opens, you step through with a smile, with faith, with a heart unburdened. That's the secret, the only baggage you'll carry, your mind, and what you've sown in the hearts of others. Are you ready? Begin, right this moment. But have you ever considered why that final moment matters so much? Not because it's when you leave this world, but because it's when your mind reveals itself most clearly. Your last thought is like a drop of water reflecting the entire sky. It holds everything you've lived, chosen, and sown. The Buddhist teachings say that this final state isn't just of that moment, but the culmination of your entire journey. Are you living so that your mind remains clear, or are you letting it be clouded by worries, anger, and cravings? Think of someone you've loved who's passed on. What makes you remember them? Not the house they lived in, not the clothes they wore, but how they made you feel, their love, their warmth, or the lessons they left behind. That's what they carried with them, and it's what you'll carry too. Do you see it? This life is like a painting, and every day you pick up the brush. But this painting isn't for display or for others to admire. It's for you to carry when you go. So, what are you painting? A canvas vibrant with compassion, or one darkened by selfishness? The Buddhist teachings don't demand perfection, but they warn you, don't let your mind stray. The Sutra in 42 sections says that living without awareness is no different from being dead already. Do you want to live like that? Or do you want each day to be a chance to brighten your soul? Imagine you're walking a long road, each step an action, each breath a thought. That road never truly ends, even when your body stops. Do you want to walk with lightness, or carry the weight of regret? The secret of death isn't some distant, mystical thing. It's right here, in how you face this life. Someone once asked the Buddha, "How do I know I'm on the right path?" He replied, "When your mind no longer wavers, when you find joy in giving, that's when you're on the right path." Do you find that joy in your life? Or are you chasing things that will fade, things that will abandon you when the gate of death opens? Pause for a moment and look within. What are you holding on to? Grudges, desires, or moments of love? The Buddhist teachings say that letting go isn't loss, it's discovery. When you let go of greed, you discover freedom. When you let go of anger, you discover compassion. When you let go of ignorance, you discover wisdom. And that wisdom, that compassion, that freedom, they are the baggage you carry. Do you want to live a life like that? A life where each day brings you closer to light? Think of a soldier who once carried the scars of war, burdened by pain and resentment. One day, he met a monk who taught him to forgive, not just his enemies, but himself. He wept, not out of weakness, but because for the first time, he felt unburdened. He planted a new seed in his soul, and that seed changed his path. Have you ever considered how a single moment of forgiveness can alter your destiny? The Buddhist teachings don't ask you to become a saint, but they remind you that every small choice holds power. A kind word, a helping hand, a positive thought. They're the bricks paving the road you'll walk. Do you want that road to lead to light or to darkness? The choice is yours, and it starts now. But don't think living rightly is easy. Life is full of temptations, full of crossroads that lead you astray. You might get swept up in the whirlwind of desire, fame, or things that glitter but are hollow. The Buddhist teachings warn that these are like foam on a river, beautiful, but gone in an instant. Have you ever chased something, believing it would bring happiness, only to find emptiness? A new car, a prestigious job, a perfect relationship, they might make you smile. But how long does that smile last? The Dhammapada teaches that true happiness doesn't come from outside, but from within. Do you see it? What you carry when you leave this world isn't what you own, but who you've become. A serene mind, an open heart, a clear wisdom. These are things no one can steal, no death can destroy. But how do you attain them? The secret is awareness. Live with your eyes wide open, seeing every action, every thought, every word clearly. Have you ever noticed how a careless word can wound someone deeply? Or how a moment when you stop to listen can change a life? The Buddhist teachings say that every instant is a chance to plant a seed of light. You don't need to do grand things. A smile to a stranger, a sincere apology, a time you choose forgiveness over vengeance, these are precious seeds. But don't let those seeds be forgotten. Nurture them, water them with compassion, awareness, and the will to live rightly. Do you see it? This life is like a garden, and you're the gardener. What you sow, you reap. But this garden isn't yours alone. Every action, every word plants a seed in someone else's garden too. A loving word can restore someone's faith. A selfish act can rob someone of hope. What do you want to sow in this world? Think of a teacher who guided you, not with words, but with how they lived. They planted a seed in you, and that seed grew, shaping who you are today. Do you want to be that teacher? Not for glory, but so that when you leave, you know you've left something meaningful behind. The Buddhist teachings say that life is a web of causes and conditions, and you're a thread in that web. Every action creates ripples, touching those around you and beyond. Have you ever considered that a small act of yours today could change a generation tomorrow? A mother tells her child a story of compassion, and that child grows up carrying compassion into the world. A stranger helps you in a moment of need, and you decide to help someone else. Those ripples never stop. And when you leave this world, those ripples are the baggage you carry. Do you want them to carry light or darkness? The choice is yours, and it starts now. Imagine you're standing by a river, and every action is a stone you toss into the water. The ripples spread, touching those around you and beyond. Have you ever thought how a cruel word could haunt someone for life? Or how a moment when you choose forgiveness could help someone find themselves again? The Buddhist teachings say that no action is meaningless, no thought is without weight. Everything leaves a mark, in your mind and in this world. Do you see it? Death isn't an end, but a transition. What you've sown in this life follows you, like a shadow that never fades. But don't be afraid. Let this truth inspire you. You have the power to shape your fate, to craft your baggage. Someone once asked a Zen master, "How do I live without regret?" He replied, "Live as if you're writing a book, and every day is a new page. Write so that when the book closes, you can smile." Do you want to write a book like that? A book filled with stories of compassion, forgiveness, and light? Start today. Don't wait until you have more money, more time, or more chances. Death doesn't wait for readiness. It comes, and it will ask, "How have you lived?" Let your answer be a complete journey, a serene soul, a life overflowing with meaning. You have the power to make it so. Every moment you live, every choice you make, is a chance to sow light. So, what will you sow? A seed of greed, anger, or a seed of love, compassion, and wisdom? The choice is yours, and it starts now. But have you ever wondered why some face death with calm while others panic? The secret isn't in what they owned, but in what they let go. The Buddhist teachings say that letting go is the key to freedom. Are you holding on to things that weigh your mind down? Grudges, desires, fears? Imagine you're carrying a backpack full of stones, each one a burden in your soul. Every step you take, you grow more tired, more drained. But if you stop and release those stones, how light you'd feel. Letting go isn't giving up or losing. It's freeing your soul to soar, to shine. Have you ever thought that a moment when you forgive someone is a moment when you drop a stone from your heart? A moment when you choose love over anger is a moment when you plant a seed of light. The Buddha's teachings don't ask you to live without emotions, desires, or dreams. They teach you to live so those things don't bind you, don't lead you astray. Do you want a life where you can smile, even if everything around you crumbles? Think of someone who faced great loss yet found joy in small things. They let go of pain, not because they were strong, but because they knew holding on only brought suffering. Do you want to be that person? Someone who, when the gate of death opens, steps through with lightness and a smile. Then start now. Don't wait until you've lost everything to see the value of letting go. Release what's unnecessary, and hold fast to what truly matters: compassion, awareness, love. That's the baggage you carry, and no one, nothing, can take it away. But don't think you're on this journey alone. You're never truly alone. Every person you meet, every moment you share, is part of your path. The Buddha's teachings say that we're all connected, like drops of water in an ocean. A kind act can ripple outward, touching people you've never met. A loving word can change your destiny. Have you ever thought that a moment when you stopped to help someone could be the only light in their day? Or a time when you choose silence over argument could be a chance for someone to find themselves? You have the power to create miracles, not with wealth or authority, but with your heart. Imagine you're a candle, and every kind act is a spark. You don't just light your own way, but the way for others too. And when you leave, that light doesn't fade. It keeps spreading, in people's hearts, in this world. Do you want to be that candle? A candle unafraid of the wind, knowing its light will never die. The Buddha's teachings say that life is a chance to become light, not just for yourself, but for all beings. You don't need to do grand things. A smile, a kind word, a moment of forgiveness, these are sparks. And those sparks are the baggage you carry. Do you see it? Death isn't something to fear if you live rightly, awake, with compassion. Live so that every day is a gift, every moment a chance, every action a precious jewel. You have the power to make it so. So, what will you choose? A life chasing what fades, or a life sowing what endures? The choice is yours, and it starts now. Imagine standing before a mirror, but the reflection isn't your face, it's your soul. What do you see? A soul radiant with clarity, or one clouded by the scars of greed, anger, ignorance? The Buddha's teachings say you can polish that mirror, day by day, moment by moment. Every time you choose love over hatred, you wipe away a stain. Every time you choose forgiveness over revenge, you make the mirror shine brighter. Every time you choose awareness, you bring your soul closer to light. Do you want that mirror to glow when you leave this world? Then start now. Don't wait until you're perfect, until you have everything. You already have enough. A heart that can love, a soul that can awaken, a will to live rightly. The Buddha's teachings don't promise a life without suffering, but they promise a path to freedom. That path isn't easy, but it's worth it. Have you ever thought that every challenge you face is a chance to grow? Every pain you endure is a chance to learn love. Every failure you meet is a chance to find wisdom. The Buddha's teachings say that no suffering is meaningless if you know how to turn it into light. Think of someone who overcame hardship, not with strength, but with faith. They found meaning in pain, and that meaning led them to freedom. Do you want to be that person? Someone who, facing death, can smile, knowing they've lived fully? Then start now. Don't fear suffering. Don't run from hardship. Face them with compassion, with awareness, with the will to live rightly. That's how you prepare your baggage for the eternal journey. But have you ever asked what makes a life meaningful? It's not what you gain, but what you give. The Buddha's teachings say that true happiness comes from bringing joy to others. Have you ever felt your heart warm when you help someone, even in a small way? A time you let someone go ahead of you. A time you listened when someone needed you. A time you shared what little you had. Those are the moments that make your life worth living. Do you see it? Those moments don't just bring joy to others. They brighten your soul. They are the jewels you carry, and no one, nothing, can take them away. Imagine you're building a house, not with bricks and mortar, but with kind acts, loving words, positive thoughts. That house will never fall, no matter the storm, no matter the years. And when you leave this world, that house is where you'll dwell, the baggage you'll carry. Do you want to build such a house? A house full of light, love, and meaning? Then start now. Don't wait until you have more, until you're ready. Every moment you live is a brick, every action a step forward. The Buddhist teachings say that life is a chance to become the best version of yourself. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone. Don't need to become someone else. Just be you. But are you filled with compassion, awareness, and wisdom? You have the power to make it so. So, what will you choose? A life chasing what fades, or a life sowing what endures? The choice is yours, and it starts now. Life so that every day is a gift, every moment a chance, every action a precious jewel. Have you ever thought that a day lived with compassion and awareness is a day preparing you for your death? Not with fear, but with peace. The Buddhist teachings say that death isn't frightening if you know how to live. Live so that when the gate of death opens, you can step through with a smile, with faith, with a heart unburdened. That's the secret, the only baggage you'll carry, your mind, and what you've sown in the hearts of others. Are you ready? Begin, right this moment. Live with all your heart, love with all your strength, and sow seeds of light wherever you go. That's how you prepare for the eternal journey, how you answer the question, what have you brought with you? Let that answer be a life well lived, a soul at peace, a journey full of meaning. The choice is yours, and it starts now.